Hello happy gardeners, welcome back to Stinky Ditch Nursery. We've got Marla on camera. Say hello Marla.
Hi.
Now Marla will never go on camera, but her hair, she's got, well, I used to have ginger hair, but she's got long hair and I'm trying to get a bit of a Marla look. Or maybe Gillian Anderson on The Fool. Have you ever seen The Fool? Yeah, Gillian Anderson, Scully from Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
But she's got long hair in The Fool.
Right.
Going for that look I am.
Cool.
On the other hand, Casey wants to take me a pair of shears to my head and shave me again. But there we are. Anyway, I hope you're all doing all right. I'm a little bit anxious. I've promised to do a few little videos about mental health, and I'm going to hit the big one now: depression. No one likes talking about it, and yet it's. I'm still looking over there. I'm so anxious, Mama. I'm on one at the moment. This is it. With you, if you suffer with stuff, notice it about your stuff, about yourself. Am I starting to talk rubbish now?
No.
Keep going. But yeah, notice it about yourself. Try and look from the outside in. Look from the outside in. Other people will do it for you. When I start to get depressed, when I start to get anxious, when I start to get any sort of thing happening to me, my nearest and dearest notice before I do. And I'm always in denial. This is the thing, you're always in denial. No, I'm fine, fine. Nothing to see here, I'm fine. You happy? Yeah, I'm very happy. Hey, you know, this is what happens with depression. We don't like to admit it to ourselves. There's still an awful amount of shame attached to it. And yet people don't really understand what it is. It's not so much feeling sad all the time. It's almost feeling like going numb. You're void of emotion. The journey in and the journey out can be a bit rocky, but once you're in there, I find it just robs me of all my energy. I can't, I sleep for 18, 20 hours a day for weeks on end, absolutely weeks on end, and just like that. The cats, oh my cats, they're so lovely. They come and they spoon me, Marla. They do, they try and wake me up, they give me a bit of a prod, and I'm vaguely aware of it, and then they sort of nuzzle into me and push into me, and I wake up and there's a cat there. And basically all you do is you get out of bed to go to the toilet, you know, if you're lucky. If you're in this sort of state, very, very important, you've got to get the calories in you. You will lose weight. So I've lost about 1.5 stone over the last few months. I'm starting to put it back on again now. And if you can't stand eating, just little bits, biscuits, high calorie stuff, just to get some energy in there. I'm not saying this should be a way of life. And also those slimming or protein drinks where you can just add it to milk and get those down you. Get the calories in you. It's very, very important. Depression is a killer. It kills people. I'm getting all emotional here now, Marla. No, don't smile. My son's friend was affected by this 3 weeks ago. It was a friend of his, someone he knows. She was 23 years old and she took her own life. Marla has told me when we started talking about this before filming, she had a friend 2 years ago who took her own life. And a few months ago, Marla helped a friend of hers that was very close to it. In the UK alone, 6,507 people took their own lives in 2018. I've got that statistic from the Samaritans. To put that into context and get your head around that, that's one person every 3/4 of an hour, day and night. It doesn't happen like that, but that's what that statistic is. Now that statistic is going to be low because that's recorded suicides, and I'm sure there are a lot of doctors out there who have got a sympathetic bone in their body and they put down on a death certificate accidental death or death by misadventure or something, because suicide quite often makes a lot of insurance policies null and void. And so you've just seen someone lose their mother or their father, you don't want to see the whole family lose their house as well. So I'm sure that statistic is low. That's low. But get that in your heads, people. Get that in your heads. One every 3/4 of an hour. Now, this is something that's preventable. The National Health should pay more attention to this. I had a nervous breakdown in 2008, and all they had for me was Prozac and pills. And we need to do more. We need to do more. They're starting to do more. It's starting to change. But the main thing that has to be changed here is the shame behind it. And people have got to be able to speak about this. People have got to be able to talk to someone and say, I don't feel right, I don't feel good. Marla was saying about her friend, and there was no clue whatsoever. No clue whatsoever. The most worrying thing about this statistic is the amount of teenagers, especially girls, that are joining it at the moment, which is distressing. In the third world, or in the undeveloped world, as we like to call it from our high seats, the proportion of men and women that commit suicide is pretty much equal. Whereas in the Western world, a greater proportion of that are men. So this shows that there are cultural influences here at play. This is something that can be changed, people. It can be changed with discussion and talking and just trying to change the way we think about this, because we're losing too many people. I'm alright, I'm looked after by a load of people. I'm looked after like you wouldn't believe. I'm blessed. But there's an awful lot of people out there who've got no one to talk to. If you are one of those people, talk to someone. Phone your doctor, find someone, talk to someone. Anyway, just to put a little bit of a twist on it, I've been reading a lot in lockdown. Reading an awful lot, because when you're going in and out of your madness, when you're waking moments, you've got to fill your brain with something. You've got to fill your brain. And I've been reading this. Marla, can you spin in? Now, if you're into ecology or gardening in any way whatsoever, this book, The Hidden Life of Trees. It's about ecology. It's about how nature talks amongst itself, and we have no idea about this. No idea. We're just starting to scratch the surface. The film Avatar is not far from the truth. We're starting to find out. This is a fantastic book. It will change your walks through the woods forever. Walking in the woods, that's good for depression as well. Anyway, this has been Robbie Phoenix and Marla on camera, talking about how ecology and our minds and everything can be improved, and we can do something about this, people. We can do something about this. Thank you for watching. God bless.